Fans of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills are in a state of disbelief due to the fact that Dorit Kemsley has recently introduced her new appearance in a promotional advertisement. On November 19, the fashion designer and mother of two will return with her diamond. She will be returning with her diamond. Nevertheless, the only thing that viewers of the show are concerned with is how much she has changed. The more you read, the more you will learn about her appearance and the things that people are saying. Fans of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills are in a state of shock about Dorit Kemsley's new appearance. Since the 7th season, when Dorit Kemsley made her debut, she has been the subject of several inquiries on her ever-evolving appearance. Despite the fact that she has an English accent and hails from Connecticut, she does not apologize. In addition to this, she is able to change her hairstyle on a dime, from long to short, bangs to waves, and wherever in between. Dorit stunned everyone by switching from blonde to brunette during the most recent season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. However, the change suited her and she looked quite stunning. Concerning her appearance, she has been questioned about getting a nose job. The past several years have resulted in a significant reduction in the size of her nose. Dorit, on the other hand, has adamantly denied that she has ever had any surgeries or other intrusive procedures performed on her. As is the case with a great number of famous people, she maintained that makeup may do miracles. The 14th season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is going to be a very dramatic season for Dorit, as many of her fans are saying that she is rediscovering her voice. Due to the fact that she and her husband, PK Kemsley, have divorced, she is now living solo. In addition, she and Kyle Richards, who was once a close friend of hers, are still at war with one another. It is not yet clear how that will play out. With the premiere just around the corner, Dorit is already running an advertisement for a menopause supplement on social media. She uploaded the video to her Instagram account, and Dorit Kemsley could not have looked more stunning. At the same time, it is readily clear that she has abandoned her wedding ring and possibly undergone some sort of makeover. Fans, however, were caught aback and went to the comment area to express their reactions. Unbelievably, unrecognizable, it was a really difficult situation for fans of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, because several of them mentioned that when they came across the advertisement, they were completely unaware of who it was. They were unaware that this was Dorit Kemsley, despite the fact that she had been on Beverly Hills for a considerable amount of time. Then, there were inquiries as to whether or not it was indeed Dorit who was speaking, or whether or not it had been manufactured by artificial intelligence. When season 14 starts, it will be interesting to see what Dorit looks like, and it will also be interesting to consider whether or not she is seen getting any injectables or fillers. Did the sight of Dorit's transformation come as a surprise to you? Furthermore, do you think that this was severely filtered, or do you think that there is a possibility that it was artificial intelligence? Last but not least, since she is conveying such a great message, is it appropriate to complain about her appearance? Let us know, and make sure to tune in to RHOBH on Bravo on November 19th. That was the question echoing across Twitter, Instagram, and Bravo forums after Dorit Kemsley made her highly anticipated return to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in a jaw-dropping season 14 teaser. But it wasn't her wardrobe, her accent, or even her signature glam that had fans doing double takes, it was her face. In seconds, the internet exploded. The woman on screen was radiant, sculpted almost ethereal, but to many unrecognizable. Gone were the familiar angles of Dorit's famously contoured cheekbones, her delicate nose, and her expressive brows. In their place was what one fan called Beverly Hills Barbie 4.0, sleek, smooth, and startlingly altered. Was it makeup? Was it lighting? Or was it something more? A debut that stunned a franchise. It was supposed to be a comeback. After a turbulent season marked by emotional therapy sessions, marital tension with PK, and an evolving sense of self, Dorit had taken a quieter path during the off-season. Her social media had gone dark for nearly 2 months. No selfies, no glam room peaks, no red carpet photos. Fans suspected she was taking time to heal. What they didn't suspect, that she'd return with a look that set off plastic surgery alarm bells across the fandom. "Wait, that's not Dorit," one fan posted under Bravo's teaser reel. "I had to rewind 3 times. Her face looks completely different," another commented. "New season, new face, who dis?" came the inevitable meme. Within hours, hashtag Dorit Kemsley trended globally. Glam squad or surgeon's hand? So what changed? To the untrained eye, it was subtle, but to Bravo diehards, it was monumental. Her jaw appeared slimmer, her lips fuller, her eyes wider and lifted at the corners. Her skin was poreless, as if airbrushed in real time. Some fans speculated a fox eye thread lift, a chin reshaping, perhaps a mini facelift. Others insisted it was just strategic filler and excellent glam work. But many couldn't shake the suspicion that Dorit had taken a surgical step toward reinvention and hadn't warned the audience. "It's the deception that bugs me," said longtime fan at Real Housewife Addict in a TikTok that went viral. "We watched her cry about vulnerability, about being authentic. But now she's back with a new face and acts like nothing changed." The mystery deepens. Making things even more bizarre was Dorit's silence. As fans speculated wildly, she posted nothing. No comments, no Instagram stories, no cheeky "you guys are crazy" remarks. Even her fellow housewives avoided the topic during press rounds. "She's always been into beauty, sure," Garcelle Beauvais said vaguely on Watch What Happens Live. "But Dorit makes her own choices. She doesn't owe anyone a play-by-play." Erica Jane, never one to mince words, said only, "Honey, if I had that money and that surgeon, I'd look like a 25-year-old Victoria's Secret angel too. Let her live." Kyle Richards offered the most cryptic comment of all: "People evolve. Sometimes physically. A pattern or a power move?" This isn't the first time a Real Housewife has shocked viewers with a dramatically different appearance. Over the years, nearly every Bravo beauty has dabbled in the fountain of tweakments: Botox, fillers, lasers, even surgical lifts. But few have changed so much, so fast, and with so little commentary. The difference with Dorit is how central the image has always been to her brand. Fashion Week appearances, editorial shoots, a marriage to a luxury-focused businessman. Dorit's look was her currency. To overhaul it without explanation, for many fans, that was the ultimate power move or betrayal. "She's rewriting the rules of reality TV," mused one pop culture blogger. She didn't wait for a reunion reveal, didn't tie it to a storyline, didn't even drop a skincare partnership. She just walked back on screen as a new woman and dared us to question it. PK responds, sort of. Eventually, the pressure mounted. BravoCon was just weeks away, and speculation reached a boiling point. Then PK Kemsley made a surprise appearance on a podcast and was asked point-blank, "Did Dorit get plastic surgery?" PK laughed uncomfortably before deflecting. "Look, my wife's always been stunning. She takes care of herself. If she's had a little help staying fresh, that's between her and the mirror." Pressed further, he added, "She's not hiding. She just doesn't think she has to explain everything. This isn't a courtroom, it's television." That only fueled the fire. The emotional underbelly. Amidst the memes and snark, a deeper conversation began to form. Was Dorit's transformation a cry for control in a life that had been spiraling publicly? Between burglaries, panic attacks, and rumors of marital issues, some fans began to wonder if this new face was a mask, literally, for deeper pain. One anonymous source close to production told Bravo Daily, "Dorit had a tough year. She didn't feel beautiful. She felt exposed and judged. This change wasn't about vanity, it was about survival, about taking back power." Others weren't so sympathetic. "You signed up for a show about your life. tweeted one critic. You don't get to vanish and come back like a different Sim character. Dorit finally speaks. After weeks of mounting pressure, Dorit finally broke her silence in an Instagram video titled, "Owning My Truth." Wearing minimal makeup and speaking in a calm, measured tone, she said, "Yes, I've changed. Yes, I've done things to feel better about myself. And no, I don't feel the need to list every treatment or procedure. What I will say is that I'm the most confident I've ever been. Not because of how I look, but because I finally stopped caring about the commentary." The comment section lit up with support and backlash. "Slay, Queen, you owe no one your journey," one fan wrote. Translation: "I did it, but don't want to say it out loud," wrote another. What comes next? One thing is clear. Dorit's face isn't the only thing that's changed, so has her narrative. Where she goes from here remains to be seen. Will the new look signal a new era for that RHOBH star, or will the fan fallout reshape her role on the show?